All right, we're live.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
We're doing all right.
We're going to get some work done
Nothing broke,
today.
so we're good, right?
Right. Yep.
I gotta
Oh,
turn my volume up on here because I cannot hardly hear.
I got the offer. Look,
You got the offer!
two for
Yes!
$140, one cassette each.
Okay, if you guys take note of this company brand name for these cassettes,
Well, and
BASF.
it's not that brand particularly, like, because I just sold two. Those called extra something that were brand new as well for $10. So like I
Okay,
had to look up the comps, right? You have to look up the comps, but if it's a
sure.
blank tape, it's brand new, sealed. Always look it up.
Yeah.
And if you don't see comps, buy it anyway and throw something out there because that's what happened. This guy literally offered $70 per tape, and I have two of them. Thank God. And that's one of
Yeah.
the things I've had forever. Like, why?
It's so crazy.
I'm
Like
taking
I've
it
sold an
forever.
8-pack for $40, but I've never sold a single cassette for $70. That is absolutely insane.
Yeah, and based on my price, it would have been 85, but
Yeah,
I'm like, you're gonna buy both. I need a paycheck. We'll do that.
right? Boy, this light is just not doing me any favors today. I should grab the ring light, but I don't think I'm gonna. Because there, if you guys could see what's like literally right in front of me.
Oh, you mean is it something like this?
Yes.
Chaos.
Except it's all like little trinketies and it's all the stuff I sold on Whatnot last night, basically.
Oh yeah. And here are the cassette tapes.
Yes, take a look at those. What was the name? It was like Maxima or something?
This one is Lalenia. I don't know
Okay.
that that's the one you were looking at for me, but it is Maxima Edition number 2. But yeah,
Yeah.
again, if it's a cassette tape and it's sealed, always just look it up. I mean, there's barcodes on it, right? Just scan it
Right.
or just type in if you get nothing, just type in like you would look up a comp. But this one I think may have been out there for like $80 before, but I wasn't sure. I can't remember.
Is that the
But
one we looked up on Worth Point?
it might have been this one or this one.
Okay.
I think it might have been this one.
No, I think that's the one I looked up for you. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a pack of 2. And I have 2 of these also, but I think these
Okay.
I'm listing for maybe 40 or 60 each.
Gotcha.
Or for a pack, and this was the one. This is the
Yeah.
winner. But I have a lot of watchers on those others that we looked up.
So we have the Jarhead entrepreneur JT is here. Good morning. Where are
Hey,
you
good
at
morning.
now? I know he's been trucking back and forth across the states, so super curious where he's at now.
Well, hello.
So we are just hanging out. Uh-oh, I heard an echo. Is that me or you?
It must be you. I don't hear one. Oh, I did say hello twice. I said hello, hello.
No, that wasn't it.
Okay then.
Oh my God, Gayle.
What?
You cracked me up.
It was like hello, hello. Kind of sounded like an echo. Except this offer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh my God, they're in Canada.
Did you have free shipping on it?
No,
Okay.
no way. I don't do free shipping on anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. It's fine then. I mean, just
Yeah.
do it simple export, right? And
Yeah, I know. But okay, I don't know if I told you, but I had that T-shirt, right? So
yeah,
I don't know how many people are even here listening, but
just looks like a couple.
yeah. So I mean, it was kind of an eye opener that you sell a $8-9 T-shirt, they pay $27 to ship it to them in Malaysia, I think it was.
Yeah.
And if they open a case that they didn't get it, and the tracking shows they didn't get it, and eBay would require you refund everything, the item and the shipping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that would have been a $30, a $40 shirt that cost me $1. Like it'd be
Right.
one thing if I just was like, okay, well, I paid $1 for the shirt. It was $8. I'll give them their money back, right? but the shipping too. And like, I mean, how likely is it international shipments get lost? To me, that's kind of the first one, but I would think a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to go a long way around the world. So I am, I'm getting close to my end date anyway. So I'm tempted because I really don't have that many sales foreign that I might just do the global shipping because I think with global shipping, you just pay that priority rate, maybe.
Yes,
I
that
don't
is
know.
correct.
Yeah. So I've got this tangled mess of.
Is that what you're selling this afternoon?
Well, if I can untangle it, it's part
Yeah.
of what I want to kind of, but I'm not real sure, honestly, how I'm going to do any of this. Kelly was like, "What are you doing, Gayle? I miss you." Because I was in the office. I was like,
Oh yeah, last
I
night,
love
huh?
to hear that. But I was like, you can watch mowing yards by yourself tonight because that's what he'll get on YouTube and do these like mindless videos where people will mow yards or something.
Yeah, like there's some where people just mow yards, and there's this guy that goes around and does community service. And he cleans up people's yards for free. So people that are like their neighbors are concerned, or they're getting notices from the city, places
Yeah.
like that, where they need help and they don't have the help that they need. And so he's literally just driving around looking for places that need their
Mm-hmm.
landscaping done, and he's doing it for free. I mean, he goes, and some places he's asked them like, hey, can I clean this up for you? And they're like, no, get off the property.
Oh
And
wow,
other
yeah,
places are like, oh my god, yes, thank you so much, and they can't
yeah.
thank him enough.
Mm-hmm.
um
Yeah,
so
multiple YouTubers are doing that, but
yeah.
that's what we were watching. And this guy was cleaning up somebody's property that the guy must have like had a stroke. And
Hmm.
the neighborhood said, because they didn't answer the door, and they said they were in a facility because of the stroke.
Oh
So they
wow.
haven't been able to take care of anything. And I guess their family didn't either. So, yeah, he ended up doing it. And I'm like, well, that is a little risky because you could get sued, without,
Yeah, there is some risk to that, unfortunately, but
but he did
just
it.
hope that the Good Samaritan laws will cover that.
Yeah. But that, the sound of the mowing and all that just puts me to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, it's satisfying to watch because sometimes they like speed it up, and obviously they cut
Hmm.
out, to make it a shorter time than what it actually took them to do it. But I love seeing the before and afters, and I love like when the people are there and they're like so excited about it.
Yeah. Yep. Jeez. I got
That's
this one
cool.
is tangled inside of this hoop
Oh,
of
good grief.
an earring, and I can't get. I know it's blurry. I
Yeah,
can't
no,
get
I
the.
know. Is it like inside the O-ring?
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
O-ring, it's kind of one of those like it must have just literally like just somehow twisted up in there that you can't
Yeah.
just. It's not open enough for me to just take it back out.
Hey, Ken's here saying good morning.
Good morning, Ken. How's it going?
Welcome in.
Also, I have a smartwatch that I'm gonna auction off on the
Yeah.
auction today. It's a Samsung smartwatch, and it's not like the most current, but
Yeah.
it's my daughter's. I said I'm selling it for her, so I was like, well, you know what? I am just gonna include that in it.
So if you guys are on Whatnot, Gayle's going to have a sale this afternoon at 12:30 as soon as we're done here. So if you have stories on your Whatnot and you can promote her, that's awesome. That's the other thing, Gayle. If you think about it, send me, message me your on Instagram, message me that video, and I'll put it on my Whatnot stories. And then
Oh,
my followers will all see that you're going to go live.
okay. Yeah, and if y'all want to jump in and say hi, do so, but please don't buy anything. Just like support me or whatever, because you know I know how it is. I don't feel obligated.
I stopped in one of Derek's shows, and he sells all these cards, and I have no idea what they are, by the way.
Yeah.
But I went ahead and bought one, and then I was like, it's okay, just give it away, do a drawing with it. And so when you do that, you still have to mail something out because there's a purchase, you have to use a label. which is
Yeah.
really funny because I have 2 local pickups that I now have to mail them thank you cards so I can use the label. But I told him, I was like, just do a drawing. And so he did a giveaway with it. And the guy that won it got some expensive card in there. So
Oh, wow.
I was like, that's awesome. At least it was one of his regular customers that got it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. But he's like, I know you like vintage stuff. He goes, I'm gonna mail you something vintage. And he sent me, I think it was a 1981 Garfield embossed yo-yo.
Oh.
It was really, I'll have to go grab it. It's in the kitchen. But and then he sent a Wonder Woman card for Elizabeth. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
That was sweet.
Ken says they can always buy for me if they're wanting to spend money. Wait, Ken, are you on Whatnot? Do we have your Whatnot? What? Are you on
Why
Whatnot?
not? Speaking of not.
Is JT on Whatnot?
Justin,
Did I not? How did I not know that?
I think he may have mentioned it last week. I don't know for sure. But yeah, like I don't know how I'm gonna do this, honestly, because I was like, well, I'll just put a number, like a bin or whatever with numbers, and then everything will have a number. But I told you my dilemma with that. So, and then I put like little numbers on my table.
Ken has a Whatnot.
But he doesn't sell on.
Oh, he doesn't sell. I got you. Okay.
Well, before you do create a seller account, if you Aaron, they have, I don't know if you saw that, but you can send a referral for a seller and get a good credit, I think. I don't know what they get, but contact Aaron and Aaron can get you her seller link.
Yeah, if you guys want to sell, I definitely can get you.
I wish I would have known that because I would have done that with you. I didn't know. I knew there was like a
and I didn't even think to tell you about it either. You told me you were going to sign up, and I didn't even think to say, hey, wait, here's my link.
Yeah, well, I would have done it, but I didn't. I knew there was a sign up link for $10 credit, and I was already signed up like months ago. I just didn't know I had to actually go through an application process to turn it on.
And I have credits where people have done the $10 thing with my link, so that's been awesome. Just random people too. I don't know where they're I think they're grabbing my link like off of Instagram or something. I mean, some of them are my friends. One of them is my husband. My aunt signed up. But there's some names in there that I don't know.
Yeah.
And actually, I kind of had to giggle. Yesterday, was it yesterday? What's it? Maybe it was Monday. I was packing orders and I printed out this label. And I looked down at the label and I was like, wait, I know this girl. It's a girl that lives like the next town over, right? And I didn't recognize her screen name. But when I printed the label, I was like, that's Tracy. So I sent her a text. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much for stopping in. And when I realized who it was, I'm like, okay, that screen name makes total sense. She's a huge Jane Austen fan, and her screen name was Mrs. Darcy.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh, I get it now. That's so cool. So I just texted her, thank you. But I had already shipped everything. So I printed the label and packed it. So I went ahead and mailed it over to her. Ken says, I'll keep it in mind. Not sure Whatnot is the road I want to go down at the moment. Yeah, absolutely. I am 1000% so glad that I signed up for Whatnot, you guys. I can't even tell you.
Yeah. I mean, Ken, keep in mind that like there's an easy, I'm hearing feedback. I don't know if that's you or not, but there's an easy application process, but it takes a little time. And then you have to go through like a 40-minute kind of like Q&A type thing. And then the process for activating you could be a week or less, maybe more. So like it's good to just do it that way. When you do decide to do it, you're ready. And
quite honestly, you need to apply in a category that's not busy, even if it's not one that you typically sell in. If you apply in like cards, vintage, video games, anything like that, you're not going to get in right away. And then I'm getting warning that my internet is slow, so maybe I might be cutting out a little bit. But if you apply in a category like plush or anything under Whatnot, estate sales and vintage, or estate sales and antiques, even if you're selling random things, apply under estate sales, because that is such a thin group right now. There's just so few of us in there. And it'll get you in faster, quite honestly. Find something that there just aren't a lot of people selling in. Cards is just so full.
Yeah, because if you do estate sale stuff, it doesn't commit you to only that category.
Right.
Because it will ask when you apply what category you're selling in, and you could say, jewelry or whatever, but then, you're not, once you are logged in and set up, you can sell under any category.
Exactly.
I'm so frustrated. I really wanted to sell these earrings.
I wonder.
I just don't know how to untangle all this.
Well, you might just need to set that aside and focus on like what you can do right now. Because that's not going to make a big difference in your show.
It's a distraction, okay?
Yeah.
I don't really have that many.
Where did my priority mailboxes go? Here it is. So Aaron, my priority today is going to be organizing my office after I get this stuff packed up.
If someone signs up,
my mom is coming over on Saturday. We're going to sell all of her salt and pepper shakers that she bought at auction.
Oh, well, that's good. That'll be good to have the help doing it.
Yeah.
I saw she was like, "Don't pick me for the giveaway," but I'm entered, and I'm like, "Well, you can't do that."
I know, right?
Why did you, I didn't enter? Why didn't you enter? You don't want to be picked.
Yep. If it drew her name, she was going to be stuck with it.
Yeah, because don't you have to prove you shipped it? Don't you have to prove you?
I don't know why she entered it if she didn't want to win.
Do you have to prove that you shipped it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to use the label.
Mm-hmm.
I would have had to send something. I mean, I could have used that label and rerun the giveaway, but then it just would have cost me more money for another label.
Yeah.
So if she had won that, she would have been stuck with it. Nothing she could have done about it.
I sure wish I knew where my tripod thing was.
I know it. And I have no idea what to tell you. Is it something that you've used since you moved?
I don't think so.
Gotcha.
I got all these socks out for my other auction. They're all laid out.
You what?
All those socks, I have them all laid out for my auction on Thursday.
Yeah, I would go ahead and do those tonight with your jewelry.
Well, I'm going to do it in a separate one, at least for now. I've got it set up that way. I mean, I might see what, if people...
Remind me what's on the socks. Is that something that Elizabeth needs?
I don't know. She might like them. They're novelty socks, right? So I'll show you just to give you an idea.
Hang on. Let me have her come here and look.
Oh, well, I mean,
Elizabeth,
you know better.
Come here and look at this Gayle socks. Here, she's going to come in here. She's got these socks she's going to be selling later.
Yeah, so like
those ones look like shoes.
These look like shoes. And then like some of these have little animals, flamingos, chickens, penguins.
They're penguins.
Here's like 4th of July type socks. I don't know.
I think I like the animal ones.
You like the animal ones?
Yeah.
Avocados and bananas. Here's a fish.
What?
Fish. Like angel fish. and
Do you like
starfish.
the fish or the birds better?
I think I like the fishies.
The fishies better than the penguins and
Well,
flamingos.
and here's also
Okay. Oh wait, there's more.
this one is an owl, and
Oh,
then
those are
a
cute.
hummingbird, and then this one is a swan. So, yeah, there you have it.
So fun.
On. Yeah.
Yep, I want the fishies.
The fishies. Okay.
The fishies. Gotcha.
All right, we're aiming for the fishy socks whenever you show them.
I got
Well-
mine in the living room now.
Yeah, you can go.
Where did I get these from? Over here. And then, I mean, I could just send them to you, Aaron. But yeah. I don't
Oh my
know.
goodness. That's so good. Get that all out.
I'm not really stressed, but I'm just like, where am I gonna put?
You know, I was just so anxious. I was like ready to get started. I was like, I've got this stuff. I want to see how this is gonna go. And even last night, I was like anxious to get started. Like about like 5:30, I was just like pacing. Like, should I start early? Like, I'm ready. I was scheduled for 6. I mean, you can start early. You can go on whatever time you want, even if you're not scheduled.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just ready to get started. Like, I want to show this stuff. You know what? I'm always surprised at the things that sell and the things that don't. I haven't quite been able to get my hand on the pulse of that. I mean, there are things that I'm bringing that are selling absolutely 1000%. You know, all that green glass except for one piece that had a big chip in it, everything sold, which I knew it would. But then like last night I had this gorgeous vase and this piece of pottery, and there are things that like I would purchase that didn't sell, and like this other random little teeny trinkety stuff sold. So I'm not quite sure. I'm not understanding all of it, but I mean, like I'm selling stuff, so.
Well, the stuff that you're selling is not like mainstream type stuff. It's
It's not.
unique,
It's vintage.
and
It's
so
all
everybody's
vintage,
got their taste and their style. Like for me, the stuff you sell, it's not anything I would normally get because I don't keep trinkets around the house, or anything like that. But like if you
Yeah, I
had,
was surprised that you bought that vase from me.
yeah, I thought it was cute and it was small.
It is cute.
So, but I was, if you had a glass cat, then I might be likely to bid on it because I like cats and it's small, like that. That's my mentality. That's why I say, like, don't come to Whatnot and I'm selling jewelry and you don't like jewelry at all or you're allergic to it and buy it just because, because people will buy it or they won't. It's going to be okay even if they don't. I'm just hoping that my stuff is, some of it, the stuff I have is really good, but I'm also pulling out some of the stuff that's just not that great quality. But, it's like got to move. So,
yeah. And that's the stuff that you can lot up and sell.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to start with the smaller, like the lower ticket items just because I don't know. I think only 3 people have like bookmarked the actual auction. So, and I don't have but 33 people that follow me.
Yeah.
And I think some of those may, like when I went into the empty hanger live or whatever, I just all of a sudden a lot of people just started following me. Like I think people go down the line and just follow. So
they do.
That's like just people selling or clothing related, and I'm not, not doing clothing, so I don't really even expect my followers.
Yeah, you know what though? I'll go in there and I will watch the vintage shows. I will watch the t-shirt shows. I will watch the jewelry shows. I will watch the antique shows. I will watch the postcards. I've never bought a postcard, but I will, you know what I mean? Like I will still go in. Like I've bought t-shirts and I've bought jewelry and I've bought antiques and I've bought home decor, like random stuff, because you see stuff and you're like, oh yeah, I like that and I'll buy it. So people follow you like from one category, but they'll buy from you in another one.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I also have some little sunglasses I'm going to try to list or sell on the
Yeah.
live today just to see if anybody wants them. It's summertime.
I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to get, I'm going to take a screenshot of your page. And
Oh, do you want me to, did you want me to email you the link or the video? Or what were you saying?
yeah, if you email me the video, I can put it in my stories. I'm just going to put your whole profile picture in my stories.
Let's see. Just
Because I can take your profile picture, put it in Canva, and then add some text and music, and then put it in my stories real quick.
My profile picture sucks.
No, it does not. It's the kitty.
I know. It's just so dark, and I just did it just to grab something real quick and never went back to update it.
No, I like it. I like that one of the cat. That's Chloe, isn't it?
Wait, are you? Yeah, you're talking about on Whatnot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like, I just what do I have in my phone? And it was that, and I was like, that's not the best picture of her. She's got the cone on her head. I don't know if you can tell.
I know she has the cone.
She's wearing the cone. My favorite one is the one I use like on eBay where she's sitting in a like 100 puzzle piece box top.
Uh-huh.
She's like squeezed herself in there and she's got this look like I'm gonna kill you. Okay. I was trying to get those earrings loose. I don't know how that got wedged in there, but it got wedged in there. So it is.
You know, they have a mind of their own. I'm getting better at using this Canva thing.
Is I guess when Whatnot is on, I guess when you pick the item, you're gonna like, is that when it asks you how much you want to put it out for?
Yep. When you'll do a quick ad, or if the item's already in your store and you're ready to start it, you click on it and it'll say start price, time, and then it'll say start auction. And that's where you put in the start price and the time. And now, when I do the quick ads and I like fill up my store, sometimes I'll put notes in there to myself about what to start the items at. So like with all that uranium glass, I had to look that up because I knew some of it had more value than others. And so I made notes that I could see and the buyers could see. So if a buyer went into my store and wanted to do a pre-bid, they would know that I'm starting that juicer at $25. And so their minimum bid had to be $25.
Okay.
So if they bid less than that, they would have automatically been out.
Right. I see. Yeah, because I was like, well, it's not asking when I want to start the bid at. And I guess
you can either make a note to yourself or just add it when you start.
And if I want to do like buyer's choice, pick one or pick two, it doesn't really have to say it. I just have to reiterate while the auction's running that it's a pick two. Okay.
But for me, for my brain, when I go to count the number of items that I have to send to somebody, I like to have that in there. Excuse me. So I know I have all the items.
Yeah, but I was kind of thinking like, well, with the one, just the way I was thinking about doing it, where you just do a number and then it numbers it all the way down, so there's no description.
Yeah.
Then I have more flexibility. Say, okay, we're gonna do earrings or bracelets or whatever. It's not specific to that or a volume. And then like on the table, I put stickers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I sell it, if it says number 1, then I'll just put it on the sticker for number 1. And like they're spaced out enough, but that only fits like 33 items.
Right.
So I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the items. Honestly, don't know. I don't have any.
I have
bins.
all the Dollar Tree has, not that you can go get them right now, but these are 3 for $1 at Dollar Tree. Well, $1.25 tree.
Yeah, they're how much? They're
It's $1.25 for 3 of them.
for 3. Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
So then, like, so like this lady Jessie bought these items. So I've got a sticky note in here with her name on it, and everything that she bought, I just put it in here when she bought it.
Yeah. Is that easier for you when by name than it is by?
For me, it
Yeah.
absolutely is. Yeah.
Okay. I'm giving up. Because do you like if you add?
Yeah, you just have to set that aside and work on it sometime when you're like in front of the TV or something.
Well, that's like
I'm so sorry.
some of the necklaces like I have that I wanted to sell because I just need to move them, and now that limits all of my necklace to like 2 or 3 kinds. So
Well, I just want to reiterate to the few of us that are here and anybody that watches this later that when you're a reseller, you need to tell people what you do, because I had an awesome chance to buy a lot of glass yesterday that I wouldn't have had if I had never spoke to these people. So across the street, I knew the gal had passed away. Hey, Crystal, welcome in.
hey,
Crystal's over on Whatnot also. So if you want to put your, I don't know if she's, are you, do you have a wrench? No, give her a wrench. If you guys want to drop any of your links, you can go ahead and do that. Let me add her.
Your audio sounds like a robot, just so you'll know.
Okay, does it now?
Yeah. It's like,
oh shoot,
it's staticky and it looks like a delay when you're talking. Like your mouth doesn't match the audio. I don't know if it's weird. The bubble wrap. Move the bubble wrap and see. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. No, it's still happening.
I think it's you. I don't think it's me.
Me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what does the audience think? Well, like, is anyone else here a different sound for her? Let us know.
But I know. Just a reminder to tell people what you do, because I had gone to the estate. It wasn't really an estate sale; it was more of a garage sale. Oh, you hear the static? Okay, let me check something here real quick.
Are you still there? She done went rogue on us, y'all. Did anyone else hear me still? She's frozen.
Okay, I should be back.
Okay, I hear you. You sound clear.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's a delay in the audio versus your mouth, but the static is gone.
Okay.
Cool.
I guess the only other thing I could do is go out and come back in, so I can try that.
Now you're lined up. Everything's good.
We're good?
You're good.
Awesome. So I had gone to the sale across the street, and the guy there was telling me about, they had, I forget what it was I was looking at, but I don't know. Kayla and I were talking about eBay, and he said, well, we have some stuff we looked up on eBay, and he said, we're not ready to sell it yet. He said, but, can you help us get some more information about it? And I said, yeah, for sure. I said, usually I deal in vintage and antiques and glass. And he said, well, it's all glass. And I said, okay, well, that's right up my alley. I'd be glad to take a look at it. And I said, when you go to sell it, please call me. I said, they had asked about consignment. And I said, no, I don't do consignment. I said, but, I'll buy it wholesale prices, which is usually about a quarter of what, you see it selling for on eBay. And I showed him how to look up the sold comps so that he was looking at the selling price and not the asking price.
Right.
And I would say that was probably almost 6 to 8 months ago. And last week I got a knock on my door, and it was his daughter. And he said, we're ready to sell this glass. She said, my dad's not here today, but he wanted me to come over, and give you my information because I'm going to be living there. And she said, there's still a box of glass there. And I said, yeah, absolutely. Like, I didn't even know if it was the same glass that we had looked up. But the pieces that I had helped him look up were like amazing, by the way. And so it was all the same glass and then more of it that I had looked up for him, and he was ready to let it go. So what they had done was the family had come through and looked at it and picked out what they wanted. They left the best stuff, man. I'm telling you, I don't know what they took, but the stuff that they left was amazing.
Yeah, they were probably just thinking of their own personal stuff that they wanted. And
yeah,
if it's,
I think so.
like I said earlier, if it's not their style, they're not going to want it.
Yeah, and it's all very mid-century modern, retro looking things, and then some milk glass and some Fenton and things like that. But there's these two pine cone shaped gigantic pendant lights, and they don't have the lights, it's just the shades. But the shades have the finials on them, and most of the ones that you see for sale online don't have the finials. So I was pretty excited about that. And I paid him, they were running about 100 a piece. And I said, I can give you 25 for each one of those. And then there was 2 genie bottles in there. And the range of price that these are selling was so erratic. Like, I have no idea why some of these are selling for $800 and some of them are selling for $50. So I offered him like 25 and 10 for those 2 pieces. And he said that was fine. And then I just offered him 100 for the rest because it was all just bits and pieces of different stuff. It wasn't worth it for me to sit there and look them all up.
Right.
So I spent 185, which wasn't terrible, but I got some really neat stuff. There's those 4 pieces are going to have to go on eBay. There's no way I don't think that I could get the audience to pay what I would like to get out of them for what I bought them for.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, I think that my Whatnot audience will definitely enjoy. They seem to like the Fenton glass a lot, and there was some hand painted Fenton in there, and those little shoes with the cat heads on them, which I'm not a fan, but they sell really well. So I was pretty excited about all that. And then there was some Fostoria glass in there. I'm going to have to look up the pattern. And then I think there's 2 pieces of Finley glass. Again, I'm going to have to look up the pattern. They'll sell better if I can tell them what the pattern is. And I have books on both of those.
Okay.
But I mean, I live in Finley, so we see Finley glass here. I mean, it's just, we see it a lot. And then Fostoria is the next town over, heading, I think it's east out of here. But either way, so we see a lot of Fostoria glass, Finley glass. Occasionally we get like the Jeanette and the Indiana and all of that too, because it just was so popular here. I'm sure it was popular everywhere, but this much of it is still available. So, but anyhow, just a reminder, tell people what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, it took them a while to decide what they were going to do with it, but eventually they came back and said, hey, we're ready to sell this. So pretty excited about that. But the 2 pieces I bought, they're called genie bottles, and they both had their stoppers in them. And sometimes the stoppers sell for $85 on their own.
Ooh, wow.
Those prices were consistent. Now the prices on the bottles is where it got kind of hectic, and I'm going to have to do a lot more research before I put them out there. But yeah, super stoked about all that. Because it's fun packing and shipping glass.
God, I know.
Okay, let me show you guys the picture from yesterday. Let me see if I can share it on here. Oh, I don't know how to share. Well, I'll be able to share my screen. Let me pull up this picture so you guys, this stack of boxes was like a head taller than me. And there were 2 stacks. And I had to get it all to the post office. Luckily, my post office lets me drop things off on the back deck, or the, not the deck. What is it called?
The dock.
The dock. Thank you. They do let me drop the things off on the dock. so I can just back my car up there.
Look, I was gonna try to do this setup like that, where I put the camera right there, but I can't get the thing to go vertical.
It doesn't turn sideways?
Well, it does, but it interferes with the ring. Like this ring has like a ball joint, so when the whole unit doesn't swivel like.
Just the piece that holds the phone, like mine turns all the
Yeah,
way
see,
around.
like this, it's like this one where it has that, but it doesn't have the
Uh-huh.
swivel thing where you can.
Oh, yeah, you need that to be vertical, hon.
I know, I know, Erin. So like I was gonna use this one because this one I can do like this and then up and down, but it's on this tripod, which is extra too tall for the space. So nothing like playing in
Elizabeth,
last.
you need to pick one device, honey.
So
You can only have one device on the internet right now. TV or iPad, which one? Okay, well, don't run anymore because my internet keeps cutting out. Okay? I suspect that's what it is.
She's using your bandwidth, huh?
Yeah, she was chilling out on the couch in there, and it's too hot to really do anything outside today. We're not used to this kind of heat. We're not built for this stuff.
What kind of heat is that, Erin?
Huh?
What kind of heat is that?
95.
Oh my gosh.
And humidity, the humidity is at like 60%. It's like insane. We are just not used to this in Northwest Ohio, guys.
Yeah. I feel so sad for you.
I know, right?
Payback, right? When I was wearing flip flops and y'all were getting a bunch of snow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is just not, this is like the kind of weather that we get like heat warnings and stuff. Like if you pulled up the Weather Channel for Ohio, there's like a heat advisory because we are just not, this is not what we're used to here.
Yeah, I was gonna see what is here today. I just try to avoid going outside. Right now it's 86, but a high of 92.
Yeah, we're not at our high yet, but we will be. And even where we're at right now, it's just the humidity is too high to be out. And she doesn't tolerate heat real well anyhow. So
Me neither. I remember as a kid, my mom would take me to the flea market, and I was so hot, I just threw a fit. Like, I just don't want to do it anymore. Like, I was so angry. Just angry. Like, it made me angry. And then me and my husband, when I was married, went to Cancun, and there is no place with AC except the bedroom, the hotel room.
yeah.
So I kind of learned to sweat and enjoy it.
Yeah, if you pay that much to
not
go
enjoy
there.
it, but not be mad about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shoot! I was hoping all these pieces would fit in this tube, but they're not going to fit. Darn. Well, use this one. I should show you guys that glass I picked up yesterday because I'm so stoked about it. Ken says, I can handle the heat. I was built for a desert climate. Yeah. What are you doing in Ohio, buddy?
I prefer the heat over the cold any day.
Now, see, we lived in North Carolina, and the heat there did not bother me. But for some reason, since I've been back in Ohio, it is just not, I just don't tolerate it as well. Maybe it's just because I'm old. And San Diego, it was typically nice there, but we had some heat waves come through. That didn't bother me. I didn't live in Texas for very long. We were just in San Antonio for a few months. Ken says, I ask myself that question every day. Well, I'll tell you why I left North Carolina, even though it was tolerable there. I followed a boy back to Ohio. Those darn boys, right?
Yeah.
But we grew up in Ohio. We have family here, so it wasn't too bad of an idea to jump back up here. It's stupid hot here, and I hate it. I know. Crystal's in Vegas. It's a dry heat though, right?
Yeah, but it's like an oven, man.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, I know Vegas can be rough in the summer. But yeah, Northwest Ohio with this heat wave, this is and like so usually what we get is we end up with like really hot days and then it cools down at night. Like it'll get down to like again like 60s or even sometimes into the 50s. But this week it's only getting down into the 80s at night, which is so bizarre for us. So it's been like all the talk and all the rage and all the news. We're like setting heat wave records here. Like our low last night, I think was like 82, and that's just not what we get here. And I know it's not just here in Ohio. I know it's at least in Indiana and Pennsylvania too, because some folks commented on the auction last night about it. But
Okay,
that's been all our excitement this week. More than we need. Oh, Gayle, let me tell you, be careful when you're packaging your things, because I have one item here that I have no idea who I was supposed to send it to, and nobody has claimed it. And the other one is Sal from Sal's Mercado. He bought some glass from me, and I had taken the metal lids off this salt and pepper shaker so that they didn't get smashed when I mailed them. Like I wanted to wrap them up separately, and I totally forgot to put them in his box. And he messaged me the other day and he's like, I think I'm missing, the lids off of here. And I was like, I was pretty sure I sent them, but then I scooched around some papers on my desk and sure enough, they were still sitting here.
Yeah.
So I got those out to him separately, but yeah, just be careful when you're shipping stuff. It was so much, like I'm not used to that many orders, and I think I just kind of got distracted.
Yeah.
Okay, Crystal says that's the worst part here. It'll hit 100 and stay 100 or hotter at night for 3 months. Oh my gosh, 3 months. We're like going on 3 days and having a cow. That's crazy. I can't imagine all that heat for all that time.
Ladies World Series of Poker event, and I forget when it was, like July or something, June, and it was like 98 degrees, but it was like the heat. It felt like when you open the oven door and that rush of heat, but it was constant. I felt like I was the bread in the oven.
Yeah.
And I even brought an umbrella that was UV protected. Like I was that person, so it wasn't like directly on me, but it was just that heat radiating off the ground. Like you can't avoid it, really. You can try, but you can't really avoid it.
Yeah. And like, I'll tell you, like in our garage, the cement in there, goes down into the ground. And so usually the cement in our garage stays pretty cool to the touch. But even in our garage the last couple of days, like that has been warm too. So like we feed stray cats just because that's what we do. And I was hoping like the cats would like come in and cool off and get water, but I don't think they've even come in to get food. The same bowl of food's been there for 2 days.
Yeah, they don't want to get out either.
Ken says he went to Vegas one time in August. It was 109. We got off the plane. He was in heaven.
Oh, God.
Ken, what is wrong with you, buddy? There's no way.
I already decided I won't go to Vegas again ever in those months. Like October is great. March maybe, but not much beyond that.
None of that for me, man. No way. No way.
Okay, so I have a question. I'm gonna do what not on my phone to stream it, and then I'm gonna have my laptop.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be logged in my laptop to kind of manage those. So I should be able to see what my phone is seeing, right?
You will. Yes.
Okay.
You'll be in the back office on both of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then I can run the auctions and all that with the laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can.
All right.
Yeah, and your phone will just be streaming. And honestly, it's a lot easier to see the chat on your laptop than it is on the app.
Yeah, I just know like some things you can't, like on the phone, on the computer, when I was trying to add an image, it's not even an option.
No, it's not.
But
You have
on
to
the
add the images on the phone.
yeah. So like for setting up stuff, the certain ones have different features. So
Yeah, there are different features definitely on the website versus the app for sure.
yeah, I was going to use my microphone because if I'm coming over here to drop something off, then it would be like where they could still hear me. But it connects to my phone, and I think I'm going to need a battery. I need to be able to plug in my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, after a while, my phone had to be plugged in too.
Yeah. So okay.
But you know what though? I mean, I use my phone. How is my sound when you've been in my auctions? Like that's all on my phone. There's no microphone on there.
Yeah, no, it's great when you're doing it. I just did, like for me, I was just thinking like when it's running, I might come over here and put like the thing on the number and whatever. So
no, I do that. I was back and forth. I was all the way over to the light box and then all the way back over to here.
Yeah, like I could tell when you walked away from it, but it wasn't. Okay. It's not real bad.
Yeah,
you could still hear you. So, and you do yours for 30 seconds.
I do. I'll do the first one for a minute if it's a large group of items and I still have some explanations to give.
Yeah.
And then the next few I'll change back to 30 seconds. But you just got to remember to change it back.
Yeah.
It'll default to whatever you used the time before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And I turn off the sudden death because people don't like that.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't either.
And I think I lost money. That first auction I did, I didn't have the settings right. And I think I would have got a lot more. I can't remember what item it was, but everybody was like, oh my gosh, there was sudden death on that. And I was like, no, I turned it off. But yeah, sure enough, it was on. So not enough people got bids in. I was so sad. I can't remember what it was either.
Yeah, I remember that. You were like, oh man, people were bidding and you didn't know sudden death was on. Like you could have totally had more money for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Maybe was it the Red Bull? No, that was the second one. I don't know what it was, but it was like the item that I knew a lot of people came in to see and to bid on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so just watch that. That's, all those things and you'll get used to it after a while. Like I have it set and then you just leave it. Which is nice that they have a lot of those default settings in there.
For sure.
Okay, I gotta grab some packing paper here real quick. It's gonna be loud and crinkly. There we go.
Rosie said she thinks it was something that was closed, probably your uranium glass or something.
Something that glows. So the first one I did there was a plate that was glowing and something else. Yeah, I had 2 pieces of uranium glass in that first one. But yeah, I know it was a bummer. But thanks for being there. I appreciate that. I love the community that I've met on Whatnot is a really neat combination of like Instagram friends and YouTube friends and then new friends. So I've had a really good time over there, like chatting with people and all the new names and faces. And so it's been good. And everybody has been so super nice, helpful, understanding, like all the things you could hope for in a new platform.
Yeah, to me, it reminds me, from what I can see, it reminds me of YouTube, like other resellers.
Yeah.
They're on this channel just to support everybody else and learn. And, we're not like, oh my God, there's competition.
But there's so many customers there, though, too.
Yeah.
So it's been good.
So,
yeah, I mean, as far as like competition, like, there's enough. And the one girl was saying the other day, and I was watching her show, and she's like, you know what, everybody put your links in here. It's like, tell us when your next show is. If you're a seller, put fire emojis in there so everybody knows who the sellers are. Like there's enough happening there that it's not like you need to protect your customer base or anything there. There's definitely enough people searching out the things that you're selling for sure. So, it's good stuff. Oh, did I ever now see I'm sitting here jibber jabbering and I don't think I ever uploaded that story. Did I?
Didn't see a notification.
No, I didn't. Let me add one in here. While I'm thinking about it. Create a story. I already did. We're going to add it in there.
Kelly's talking about our new maiden voyage. Oh my God.
Yes. When are we taking the camper out?
I don't know, but it's not going to be far because gas prices are too dang high for all that. But that's going to be so awesome. We're going to take like the camper. It's going to be like our little home away from home. We might take the cats with us.
Oh, Crystal, are you going to do the clothing? Or what are you going to sell? Let us know. And then definitely drop your link in the chat so we can all follow. I think I'm already following you. I hope so. Now I'm going to make sure. I know it's hard when you're doing a show and you see people pop in and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I am following you. You're like, oh my gosh, I know that person. And then like you forget, like I forgot to follow Gayle the other day. It's like, aren't I following you? And she's like, oh no. Hi, Paul. Welcome in. I suspect you're working and listening, right? Always working. Yeah, clothing and vintage tees. That's what I figured. Awesome. And plush toys for sure. Yeah, those are good. Those are categories that there's a lot of viewers for those ones. That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, this is gaudy.
Yeah, but you know what, though? Somebody is going to love that. Is that one of those ones you got from Greg?
Yes.
Yeah, those were awesome pieces. I just did not have it in me to buy that when he showed that to me. I was like, oh my God, that's so awesome. But I just did not. I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the time. I had the resources to buy it, but I was just like, that is not for me right now.
Yeah.
And then I bought a bunch of yarn from him just for myself.
Well,
like, yeah, I don't have time for that, but let me make a blanket.
Yeah.
Always working. I know, Paul. You are always working.
Workaholic.
We're going to have to change that so that, you know, you and your friend at the donut shop can get together. What is her name?
Yeah.
What was Paul's friend's name, Gayle?
I don't remember her name. But it was just
the donut shop though, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, Paul, we'll find you a girl. But you're going to have to make time for her. If we find her for you, you got to make time for her.
Does anybody know what TMI is for this military type?
Wait, say that again?
Does anybody know what TMI stands for?
No.
Besides too much information?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know what that would be for.
Alumni U.S. Army hat pin.
Huh?
It's an Alumni U.S. Army hat pin. That's all I know.
Oh.
Some of the stuff is vintage from a shop.
I'm making way too much noise. Hang on, I'm going to mute myself here for.
Good being without one at the moment, thanks. Yeah. Okay, if you say so. That's good, though. You know what, though? Having friends and stuff like that you could just hang out with, even if you're just friends one day, when you're ready, maybe that person will be your best friend, and that makes for a good companion. For sure. This one will do good. Get all this jewelry out, y'all, and I'm not going to sell probably even get to list half of it.
Okay, I got to go out to the garage and get a box. I'll be right back. You got this, Gayle?
Right, of course.
Crystal thinks that might be a military school.
Yeah, I see that. It might be. Well, it says distinguished TMI alumni U.S. Army hat pin. I got it from an estate sale, and they figured it was worth $18. Don't some of their prices, it like when it's priced high like that, it makes me do like a double take to just double check the comps. But well, these are perfect for July 4th. Um, by the way, just so if y'all weren't in here and didn't hear earlier, these cassette tapes, not this one specifically, but a cassette tape that's recordable type, like blank audio. If you find them, and sometimes you can, like in Goodwill, if you find them, like this one is new. I found them, and I actually found a couple of them. So there was two of this same one, and then a couple more. It's worth buying. So like I just sold two of it was still BASF, but it was like a different brand for like $10. So the comps weren't that great on them. But I totally forgot I bought all these, and I went and looked these up. These really didn't have any comps because there weren't any listed for sale. But historically, maybe one was listed. Another one was listed on WorthPoint from 2011, but none since then. So I know the value's high. These I listed for $80 each. And today someone asked me if I would take 70 if they bought both, like 70 each for both. $140, guys. Cassette tapes. So always go to the cassette tape section. If you see any brand new ones, look up the comps if it's worth your time. If you don't see any comps sold or listed, I'd still get it because it's probably like go to Google and look it up. $170. So note to self, I know people don't like the term bolo, but it's a bolo. I was just filling them in if they weren't here earlier when we were talking about cassettes, Erin.
Oh, yeah. Check this out. This is one of those light pendants that I got.
Oh, wow. That's groovy. Yeah.
But it's got the finial on it. I got a set of two of those. And then this is one of the genie bottles. I got to get the stopper for that, though. Whoops.
Yeah, and Rosie, I don't know if that sold by promoted listing, but I think it did because I sent an offer to them originally, but I was only promoting it 1%. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Let me grab the stopper for that genie bottle because it's like way more impressive with the stopper in it. Of course, I'm probably gonna like die and knock stuff over on my way back and forth. But I'm being insistent now because I'm stubborn like that. Okay, here's the bin. There's the stopper. Oh, here it is. Check out this. Well, you'll see why this stopper sells for so much when I show you. Here's the stopper.
Oh.
Just
wow.
So all together. Oh, here, let me take the comment off of there.
That's tall.
Oh, yeah. I think it's like 22 inches.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
So I've got this one, and then the green one I have is just a little bit smaller. But it's Empoli, so it's an Italian glassmaker. And I have the whole thing. So a lot of them you see without the stoppers. So pretty excited about that. There's one little chip on the tip of it, which is not surprising at all. That did not surprise me.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
It is cool, yeah. Those were my two most exciting pieces, but there's a lot more in there.
Okay, I still don't know what I'm going to number all this crap with. I need to get more coffee.
You need more coffee? Should we take a road trip to McDonald's?
No. Well, I mean, sure, I'm not going though. Look, I'm having a postman pick up my packages today, so I don't have to spend the money in gas.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous to think that way, but it's 8 miles round trip. So, right? It adds up. And, I only have like 5 packages. So I just put them out.
What are you driving that takes that much gas?
Huh?
What are you driving that takes so much gas?
No, I said it's 8 miles.
Yeah, I know, but that's not very far.
No, but 8 miles 2 or 3 times a week after time with $4 or $5 a gallon, it adds up.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying. So like if the post office can spend their gas to get me, then I'm good.
Yeah, if they're
But
already here.
if I have a lot of items from an auction, then I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go in, obviously. But I'm going to go refill my cup real quick.
All right, here's one of the other. This is those Fenton glass shoes that have the cat's head on them. So I got 2 of those. I got this one. I think the other one was brown. And then I got this hand-painted Christmas basket that has like, you probably can't see with my computer camera, but it's like sugar-coated, so it's like sparkly. And it's signed on the bottom too. So the artist signed it, which is really cool. So these, like if it was just a plain white basket, it wouldn't sell for so much. But with that painting and the artist signature, I think it'll do really well even at auction. So I was pretty excited. You guys, there's 2 boxes. He carried over this one big huge crate for me, and then I carried over the other box. So I've got gobs more odds and ends. There's some brass in there, some ceramic flowers. So it was definitely worth going, 2 houses down and across the street to pick up. I just walked over there. That was nice. But I didn't even think about like when I walked over there that I was going to have to bring it back. So luckily he walked back over with me so I didn't have to make 2 trips out in the heat. But hello, Roman. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We were just talking about glass and pickups and what's this and what's that. And how we're going to have to get Paul to work less. He's working too much, right? What does Sasha say? Does Sasha like how many hours you're working? Oh, yeah. Does she come to the... Ooh, sorry about that. Does Sasha go to the warehouse with Paul? I guess we never asked that. Where does she go all day? Is she in daycare? Gayle got more coffee. Do you feel better now?
I don't know. I'm hungry now. I'm like, I don't know what to eat.
Roman says Paul loves to work, not like me. No, I mean I'll work, but I don't love it. Even though I love what I'm doing, I could definitely do less of it and be okay. But I have so much stuff now. I went out and sourced all of this. Now I have to work to sell it, right?
Hey,
That's my biggest.
I had all these big old Ziploc bags. Well, they're not big old, but they're about this big.
Uh-huh.
So I could put numbers on those.
Yes, it's perfect.
I mean, that'll help. I don't know how many there are.
Chris says Paul parents spoil her. Oh, so they have Sasha. And Roman says, I only work when I'm hungry. Absolutely, right? You only do what you got to do. My work right now is to lower my inventory, which is why Whatnot has been like such a huge success for me, because I'm willing to let all this stuff go a little bit lower than what I normally would, and I don't have to list it on eBay. Now, there's some things that definitely I'm saving for eBay. I've listed on eBay that they'll stay there, that's for sure. But this selling bulk masses of stuff on Whatnot has been really good. Oh, Roman said hi, Miss Gayle.
How's it going? What's happening?
Chris says he's taking the puppy. Oh, she's at daycare now and she loves it. Yeah. So my daughter used to work at one of the doggy daycares and she absolutely loved working there. But she switched over to being a nail tech, but they were always busy. They had a waiting list. So I know that's definitely a good thing for the dogs.
Where's my Sharpie at? Ugh.
Oh, I know. I ended up making myself a little basket full of all the stuff that I needed to keep with me while I was working on it. Chris got a cute dog. I haven't seen the new dog, Chris. I don't even know her name. Do we know? Or did I see? No, because I don't think she's been in a video. Chris, you have to tell us more. Oh, Gayle, I was showing them while you were gone. There's the blue shoe with the cat's head on it.
Oh wow, that's unique.
Yeah. But this
sorry, I'm frustrated.
this basket has the painting on it, so I was pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that's like a holly.
Yeah, it's holly. Mm-hmm. But cool. It's got like the crystal sugar texture to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Roman said, I used to have a dog. It was a pug. He passed away. He's got a cat. You know what? We have 4 cats and 2 dogs here. Our oldest cat just turned 19. It's a good thing she's cute. She was in one plush sourcing video, so that's probably why I missed it. I don't think I've caught up on all your videos. I've just seen the most recent 3. Chris did a video of the biggest plush bolo that featured the new puppy. I gotcha. See, Ken's keeping up on everybody. Yes, that was a very good podcast about the rally, by the way. If you guys have not seen Ken's podcast, it's the Reseller Clickbait podcast. They did a recap because Reseller Rally was a year ago, just a few days ago, I think. Or was it June 5th, I think? But they had everybody talking about the rally, and all the guests came on that had been there. It was really good. She'll be in this week's Split, so absolutely we'll catch that one then. Yeah, that was a really good recap of all the excitement there. I got to tell you, I was there at the Reseller Rally, and I was just so starstruck. Like, I just didn't even know what to do with myself. So I just took pictures of everybody. Huh?
They're just people too. I
know. And everybody was so incredibly kind and nice and fun. I mean, we had a really good time. So.
Although I thought it was kind of cool when I ran into Lonnie at the RV show.
Yeah, that was
I was
cool.
like, holy hell, that's Lonnie. I'm going to go say hi to him. I'm not going to be creepy stalker, but I can't not say hi to him. I don't know if they're still doing that or not. The RV.
I was so excited to meet Ken. I was like, oh my gosh, it's Ken from Ohio. No, I was really, 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 really glad to see everybody. Roman says, I'm still starstruck. I come outside and see stars everywhere. Yeah, I definitely had a good time. It was so strange. It was like, obviously we see each other from this side of the screen all the time. And just to see people in person was strange, and it was exciting, and like it was just like everything all together.
Yeah.
I will tell you though, I bought a bunch of stuff at the private pick house that John had set up for us, and I'm still selling it. I still have stuff, so that's been a lot of what I put in the junk drawer, lots on Whatnot.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Chris ran into Lonnie at a garage sale last week. Again.
Yeah.
Did you get it on video? Is that going to be?
Apparently, he lives near him.
Live near him. Oh, is he in Louisiana then too? New Orleans? Okay, cool. Very cool. Okay, I'm going to move this glass out of the way before I tip it over, because I've done that. Did I tell you guys? Did I tell everybody last week about all the glass that I dumped?
I don't remember if you told them about it. If it was it after?
That's what I was trying to remember. I don't know, dude. I was so mad at myself though, because it was so stupid. I could have totally not done that. It was so preventable. Don't worry, nothing broke. It was just a box with a bell in it. Oh my gosh, you guys. I've got so much. I just need to get, it is messy and it's a lot, but if I was a little bit more organized, this would not be so bad. But I got to tell you guys, like, you can see my bins on the shelves, and that's what I keep most of my things in. So, like, these here and those over there.
You didn't say anything to him? Why not? I'm sure he's aware of who you are. You should be like, hey, you look familiar. Do you know who I am? Because most people do, but just in case.
Oh, Ken said I did tell everybody about you didn't even say anything to him. Oh my goodness.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Hello.
I went and I saw them, I actually saw Candace because of her hair color from a distance.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I knew they were doing their RV reviews and stuff. And I was like, okay, I don't care if they're working right now because they were filming. Look, I'm going to go say hi.
But you know what, though? He has said in past videos that he doesn't mind if people come up and say hello.
No, yeah, he was, he was nice to me, so. Oh, 54. Okay, I put it where it goes. I know I did. Okay, here it is. So I have all these Ziploc bags that I put clothing in. That's how I do my inventory. I put the number and then I put it in a tote like 0 to 30. So that's what I'm going to use.
Perfect.
So it would be nice to have more sales in that, but if I do, then I just cut it off. Be like, y'all can't buy anything. Just can't. So
he gets okay. Chris says it's still weird for him because he gets recognized now more at the thrift stores and garage sales. I'm sure that is strange, right? But you know what though, Chris? Like, we do these lives once a week, and like 1 week it's on my channel, 1 week it's on Gayle's channel, and I'm not doing any videos in between. So you're a lot more dedicated, definitely, than what I've got going on here.
Well, to that note, I hadn't my monetization, because my channel's monetized, it went down. Like it was just slowly going down and down and down. Views were going down and down and down. I'm like, oh my God, like you can lose monetization, you know? And so that's why I was like, I need to put out a video. That's why I just did one real quick.
Yeah, you did. You had a good one this week.
I mean, no, I was like, I didn't even put my makeup on. I'm like, we need to get this video done. But I got it done and the revenue started to go up a little bit. So like, you really got to be consistent on YouTube. But I didn't want to lose my monetization because at some point this will be our travel channel.
Right. Chris, it's good. Eventually you will need to wear sunglasses to all the garage sales and nobody knows. We'll get you one of those glasses with a nose and a mustache. Nobody will know it's you.
I've only had one person recognize me in this tiny town.
Yeah. I have not had any recognition like that, but because my husband's family's last name is fairly well known here just because there's so many of them. When people hear my last name, they're like, oh, are you related to? And I'm like, yeah. Most of the time it's like, yeah. There's two sets of families with the same last name. And one we're related to and the other one we're not. And most of the time if they say, are you related to? I'm like, usually I am, yeah.
You're like, yeah, sure.
Yep.
I would get that sometimes with my last name, but I was like, no, I'm not. Really, it's not that common of a name.
Well, my mother-in-law ran the license bureau here. I think it was for like 25 years. So people knew her. Chris says I would have to change hair color. Sunglasses will help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That does make a difference, right? When you have a hair color that's not quite the same as everybody else's, stands out.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's how I got Candace. That's how I recognized her from across the way. Yeah. I sure wish I had your color hair.
People pay good money to get Chris's hair color, right? So he's lucky.
I know. like I've tried, like my hair it's auburn, right? So it's
Mhm.
reddish brown,
Yeah,
but I really want his hair color.
nice,
Yeah,
nice
just
bright
that
red. Yeah,
copper red, so beautiful.
it is. Yeah.
And I mean that in the least feminine way. Like, Chris, like totally, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good
it's
thing.
totally awesome that your hair is just that color on its own. For
All
sure.
by itself. Sometimes,
Ken says, I just want hair. All right, we're all going to donate to Ken's hair. I'll donate this much. How much are you going to give, Gayle? We're gonna get Ken a wig.
okay, yeah. I mean, just give me a few more nuts.
I keep thinking I probably at some point should go and donate some hair, right? Like it'll all grow back. It took me
Oh, it
2
will.
years. Dude, it took 2 years to grow my hair this long. Is that insane?
Yeah, my sister-in-law, she would do that. She would let her hair grow, and then she would cut it really short for lots of love.
Yeah.
That's what was her thing. She always did that.
I don't think I would even have to get my hair cut short. I mean, short, but not really short. I think I could go up to here and still be able to donate.
Yeah, but your hair's so thick. If you cut it up
It
there,
is.
it's going to be really. I don't know if poofy's the word, but yeah, poofy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to get it
Mhm.
layered, shaped. Yeah. But I've had hair that short before.
I have too, and it's just for me. It's like every time I wake up in the morning, it's like it doesn't lay down like this.
Yeah.
I
No, if my
need,
hair's
I need
shorter,
the
it
lace.
tends to curl up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Ken says he's going to start a buy me a toupee instead of buy
God.
me a coffee.
I saw this video where this guy took off his shirt, like he took off his sweater, like he had an undershirt, and he was, I guess, at dinner with his, I don't know, girlfriend or whatever. And like when he pulled it off, the toupee flipped over like this. It's just hanging right here. And it was all bald. And she's like, it's like, I'm like, there's no way that, you know how some of them you wonder, like, is that staged? Like,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
staged. Definitely not staged. It was funny.
You know, my mom was coloring her hair for a long time, so she has all like silvery gray hair, and actually it's really pretty. I'm glad she stopped coloring it. But my dad's hair is real dark like mine, and he has hardly any gray hair at all except in his goatee.
Oh, yeah. My mom, she's 82 and she's got like gray hair like here and a little bit
Uh-huh.
peppered in, but the rest is still very black.
Is it?
Yeah. But
That's
I'm
so
getting
cool.
I've got gray hair. I don't think I'm going to inherit that from her.
I
We'll
just
see.
keep telling people I'm growing some glitter here. It's definitely starting to sparkle.
Mm. I call them neon lights because they shine like neon strips.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Light.
If I turn my head just right, you guys can probably get a glare off of some of those. And the thing is like it's not a patch. It's just like a hair here and there, like throughout the top. Like there's none underneath, there's none on the sides. It's just like a few strands on top. It's the strangest thing. And it's not getting like any thicker either. Like I'm not getting like more than I used to have.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just random, if it's gonna stay. I haven't tried coloring it yet. I've colored my hair like once or twice in my life, but
Yeah, I found
it's
one
not
or
something I
two.
feel
Like
like
I've tried to dye my hair the same color to get rid of
doing.
the red, or the silver, and then I've done like little more on the copper side to try to accomplish that chestnut,
Yeah,
red.
yeah,
And I found one I really liked that just like was great, but it's just not your hair color. So when it starts to grow out, it don't look right,
right.
And
You
you
always
can
have
keep,
that root color that will
yeah, and you
show.
can keep doing it, but if you don't want to, then you're gonna end up getting stuck. I have a whole bunch of these. Anybody want one? The little American
yeah.
Factors.
I have some of those too. I did have a friend in high school that was had mostly gray hair. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was just her hair color. By the time she was through college, she was all gray.
Yeah, I knew a guy. He had just like a patch. You know how like sometimes they just have.
Yeah.
I think that I always thought that was kind of cool, but
Yeah. No, I think if mine goes gray, I'm just going to. I don't like getting my hair done, which is part of the problem, and I don't do it consistently enough to think that getting my hair colored would be a good idea.
yeah.
Because it would just I would always have roots forever. Yeah, I just don't like having my hair done. No reason, I just don't. And when it was COVID and it was even more difficult to get in to see somebody to do your hair, then I was even more like, screw it, I will let it grow. I didn't even get it trimmed. Kayla trimmed it for me once, and I trimmed it for myself once. So since 2020, March of 2020, so we're just over 2 years now, I've not done anything to it.
Yeah, I just recently cut mine right after the wedding. I cut a few inches
Oh,
off.
yeah, I do remember that.
I do my own cutting. Thanks to
Sorry,
YouTube.
that's loud.
Yeah, I've watched plenty of videos and kind of modified it. And
Yeah.
I don't ever feel like, oh my God, my hair is just a hot mess.
No, I think your hair looks nice.
I mean,
I keep thinking, do I want bangs? Or do I want to trim? I know I need, it definitely needs a trim because it is just all one big glob right now. There's no shape to it. There's no layering, nothing. But,
yeah. Well, mine angles in the back. It angles this way. You know, and I like that. And I do a little bit of layers, but not professionally. A professional might look at me and go, huh? But,
Yeah.
But the way that I cut it, I don't purposely have someone shape it. It just comes out like that, which I like that.
Right. The way you trim it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna mute this so I can tear off a big chunk of paper again. Okay. I know that it gets really loud when it's crinkly.
Ooh, I also sold my Formula One shirt for next to nothing. People are cheap. $9. They want to keep making offers. Oh my God. Y'all, I cannot believe I sold those 2 cassette tapes for $140. He's actually paid. I'm just shocked. If you weren't here to talk about that or hear what I said about the blank media for cassettes, just leave a comment and I'll retell you.
Yes,
what
you guys
to
have
look
to do
out
that.
for. I'm not going to keep repeating it because you already got it.
Oh, shoot. I just got an Amazon notification for that bubble wrap, and I was hoping it was going to tell me it was getting delivered early, but it's not. It's just confirming that it'll be here Friday. So I think some of this stuff today I'm not even going to be able to ship. I don't know. I mean, no, I'm not going to take a chance. Let me tell you right now, I'm not even going to take a chance. It will just be a day late. That's fine. I would rather have it a day late than take a chance on this stuff.
Is it going to be a day late, or you're just sending it on the second day?
Well, so today would be the first day, and I'm not getting bubble wrap till Friday, so it's definitely going to be a day late.
Yeah, I mean, I have always, when I found it, I always sell it, and really, it's not necessarily any competition, but when you can find
He's
it,
like, don't give up my secrets.
It's not, but hey, like I said, it's not a competition because there's really not that much brand new sealed blank media, which might be why I sold mine for $70 each, but
don't tell anybody.
I'm telling the world. The world shall know.
Don't tell the world. Okay, I think I'm going to be able to fit everything in here. I was going to do 2 boxes, but I think I'm going to be able to fit her order all in one. Luckily, a lot of this lady had like metal pieces. She only has 2 pieces of glass and they're small. So regular bubble wrap works just fine for those. They're not as fragile.
What do you do when you have to go to the bathroom on whatnot?
You say, hey, we're going to take a break. I'm going to run a giveaway. You'll all join the giveaway and I'll be right back.
Okay. You do the giveaway. That's right, because they're not timed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you add the giveaway at the last minute?
I do.
Yeah.
Now, like one time I went in and I had 3 ready to go and I totally forgot to do any of them. So you can do it either way.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you do a quick ad for an item, it's just the same except you click on the giveaway button instead of the item.
Right. You know what I don't like is that every time you have to choose the category. I'm like, if I'm in a jewelry category, why do I have to choose that and then the subcategory every time?
Or wear a diaper. If you're adding items on a mobile device, it automatically defaults to the last category that you use. If you add them on the computer, you have to add the category every time.
Got it. Okay. Well, that sucks because I'll be doing it on the computer.
Yes, but, I know. The one time I did it on the computer, and then the next time I brought my iPad in and used the iPad to add items.
That's like the phone then, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same.
I see people when they're doing the live, the whole screen shakes because they're like,
yes. Which is what I was trying to avoid because honestly, there are some people that don't have a tripod and there are some people that will move the camera during the show and I cannot watch that. Like I either have to look away or turn it off and go to a different channel because I cannot watch that motion when they're constantly moving it or tapping on it. Yeah. And that's why every time I bump the camera, like, I'm so sorry, guys. I know that was a big earthquake and I apologize. Like, yeah, because I know it bothers me. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I don't know if this will, you guys can still see me, right? When I use the other tab on my computer.
Yeah. I was like, okay. Yeah, I can see it.
I'm sorry, I gotta switch over here and make sure that I got everything in this lady's order.
What did I sell?
Oh, somebody just sold something.
What was it? Oh, it's a pair of maternity pants for $18.99. That's a good sale.
Okay, so she had 12. Oh, I put some in the tubes. I can't count them all. All right. We're just going to say they're all here because I don't see any more left on my desk.
What does everybody think about the promoted listing change?
About what?
The promoted listing change that eBay's done.
What did they do?
Remember I mentioned it to you? They're saying you can't promote for anything under 2%.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, the minimum before used to be 1, so it's not that big of a change, is it?
Well, if a lot of people just do 1%, so
yeah.
But they said if you have it as 1%, then you won't be able. It just would not promote. Whether they charge you the 1%, I don't know, but
well, yeah.
The minimum is now. I don't know if like it'll let you put 1% at all or not, but either way, they won't let you. They're saying you can't promote for anything under 2%. And I do have a lot right now. Like I play with it. So right now I just changed everything to be 1%. So hash mark. Did Aaron leave y'all? I am so hungry. Yeah. Okay.
So after all my fussing about the heat, you guys know Elizabeth has autism. And so her kind of way that she soothes herself is with a swing. And there's actually a swing in the doorway of my office that we've hung up there for her, but she can't swing on it when I'm working in here or like when I'm live. I don't like her to swing on there because then she's in and out of the screen. But it is so hot outside, but she like needed to swing. She is out in this heat swinging
Oh,
out
wow.
back.
Poor thing.
Like she must have really needed that swing right now.
She doesn't have another doorway she can use it with?
You know what? It's funny. Like this was the only doorway that we could make work because she can go in and out of both rooms. The next doorway over, like she would be running into the hallway into the wall there, and like there's not enough room in her bedroom door frame because then we would have to take the swing down to close the door all the time.
Yeah.
And so like that's like we had two options, like this one or the other one, and the other one runs into. Now she's got a second swing that doesn't she can't swing it, like as she can hang in it and like kind of move around a little bit. But she can't get that big push. Like she can swing so high that her feet touch the ceiling on this one.
Oh geez.
Yeah.
Like to me,
Like, I mean,
I was already shocked that it can hold a grown person. But then I also kind of like, well, but what about the door frame? Like, you don't have to reinforce the door frame?
It's like it hangs on the top of the trim, but then it curves down and like sticks out and like clamps to the rest of the frame on the outside.
Like okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's prying.
So she can just go to town like it was a swing set outside on that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna crinkle paper again. I gotta get this.
Crinkle paper. What is this here? Let me see. So Aaron, what's your average, if it's not too like private, your average payout with eBay per week? I guess you get a weekly payout. I mean, I guess it's different for everybody. Mine's been over 300, just like in the 300s the last couple of weeks.
So what were you asking about?
What your average eBay payout per week is? Is that too personal?
You know what? Mine's so random, but I will tell you in 2 weeks on Whatnot, I've cleared 1,000, which is more than I've ever done on eBay in a week.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you're obviously not including cost of goods, right? That's just
that's cost of goods. I've cleared 1,000. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not really going to count cost of goods I mean, like I know on average what I paid per item, so I could probably come up with something. But I'm just like at this point, I'm all in the profit on these. So like whatever I sell it for is pure cash because I've done the profit part of it. But
that's right. You did sell a bunch of that when you first got it, didn't you?
Yeah, except what I bought from Greg. But like
right.
A lot of this
like
stuff I bought at the wholesaler,
oh my gosh, I think you'll do really well with that horse story on Whatnot.
I mean, that's the only horse one I have, but that's the kind of stuff that I'm in the profit on.
Yeah. Hey, Elizabeth, get some water and cool off, okay? You can turn the fan on in the living room. How long were you out there? Just a few minutes, yeah.
Do you watch?
Did you go swing or did you go jump? She was swinging. No, you cannot swing inside at the moment.
Is that what she said at the moment?
Can I swing inside at the moment?
Aaron, do you watch reality TV at all?
Just every once in a while, if something pops on.
Me and Kelly came across this show called Love on the Spectrum.
Okay.
And I'm just like in love with it because it is people on the spectrum that are ready to date. And it's so cool because like what I love about, I mean, I know it's a challenge for them, but the one thing about them that I love about kids as well, is that they're so honest, right? Brutally honest. And so one of the guys was like, the girl he was dating on a date with didn't want, she loves TV. She loves to watch TV. Well, he didn't want to hear about it. So he's like, okay, let's change the subject. And she goes, okay, go ahead. And then she waits and he just sits there. And then she's like, go ahead. He just sat there. And it's just funny because he didn't want to change the subject. She just didn't want to talk about TV. But it's like, to me, it was, hey, how's it going? It was just funny to me. I was like, I just love the like bluntness of it.
Yes.
And they're not, if they don't like what you're wearing, they're just going to tell you. And it's refreshing for me.
We do get that. And Elizabeth is pretty honest most of the time. She doesn't necessarily always stop to think about what she's saying and how it's going to affect somebody else. She just, and then there are those times too where she has nothing to say. And she told me the one day, she's like, my friends asked me at lunch why I don't talk very much. And I said, well, what did you say? And she goes, because I told them I don't have anything to say.
I really don't talk that much.
Yeah. And like, I'll try and have small talk with her in the car. And she's like, I really don't want to talk right now.
I don't want to do this right now. But that's what I like about kids, how they're just uninhibited. They don't try to sugarcoat stuff, Yeah. I think I told you one time I was in the dressing room and I could hear this lady. She's like, you like this? And the girl's like, did you lose weight? And she's like, no, why? She's like, oh, because you need to. And it was just, to me, it was funny because, well, it's kind of rude, but it was honest. Anyway.
I just wanted to say hi to Michael real quick.
Michael.
He has, he's rebranded everything over to his Angry Otter comics. It used to be Nakoma Finds.
Okay.
So thank you so much for popping in to say hello. It's good to see you. I did see, where else did you post that? Did you post that on Instagram? I think I might have seen it. I definitely know I saw your announcement somewhere. So I'm going to guess it was probably then over on Instagram. Yeah. So I'll probably ask you 10 times to remind me what your name is, just like I did before, until I get used to the new one, right? I remember today, though.
Well, and it helps that anytime Picker says, hi, Michael.
Yes. So Ken says, I asked my niece this morning what she thinks when she looks at me. She said, you're old.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Flippin' Hustler, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. He says, yeah, on Instagram. I like to pick. Probably. If I saw the post, I would have liked it for sure. That's so awesome. Yeah. Elizabeth, like my two older kids have kind of like a little bit of shyness to them. And so they can come across a little bit awkward. But Elizabeth is definitely, obviously, the older she gets, the more you can tell she's on the spectrum. And, when she was younger, it just seemed like kind of like quirky and cute. But now it's definitely like weird and awkward.
Well,
and blunt. It's like you said, she's very blunt. She's honest. It doesn't make sense for her to not say what she thinks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she blurts things out too. So we've, that trying to explain like when it's your turn to talk in a conversation. Like obviously, like you and I talk over each other sometimes too, but she just will not even be part of the conversation and then just like blurt things out and like interrupt everybody. So
yeah.
But her the school speech pathologist has been working with her on communication. So yeah, welcome in, guys. We're hanging out and working. I'm working on packing, which I'm going to run some tape here real quick, so it's probably going to be really loud. Hang on one second. And
just rip it off like a Band-Aid.
Gayle's getting ready for her 12:30 show, 12:30 Central Time show over on Whatnot Auctions. She's going to have her jewelry sale today.
I got a Whatnot, our very first one.
Come here, buddy. Come here. How's he doing?
I think I'm going to create a poll.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like necklaces, earrings, or bracelets. Like that way it'll give me an idea. Plus I like how like you were like, if you want to see some earrings, hit the yellow heart kind of thing. That's good.
Well, because a lot of times you can say, hey, if you want to see earrings, let me know. But then like people don't want to it's an auction. People don't want to show their hand at what they're going to be bidding on, So if you tell them, hey, get me some yellow hearts for what, you want to see, then they don't have to say who they are, but then I can know that they want to see that. You can put a poll up right now so that people clicking on your show, when they pop in there, we'll see the poll before your show starts. Somebody wanted picked up. You're being a baby today. Look at that.
Aww.
So cute. It's so spoiled. I really don't like him.
Or is that true?
Okay,
or
so Michael said Elon Musk has Asperger's. Some people are just wired differently. It doesn't mean they're brilliant in their own way. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We see that, especially like when Elizabeth was younger, like she asked questions that were different than what my older kids would ask. Like, so one of them popped up on Facebook the other day. So she said to me, she says, there's a lot of construction here in Ohio, the new owners must want to fix it up. And so it was, we had to explain to her, nobody owns Ohio.
Yeah. But you know what? If she didn't know that or knew it, does it matter? Like, I mean,
yeah, like everybody, like, typically kids understand that it's the government and the, the cities and states and stuff. And she just said, whoever owns Ohio must be one to make it better.
Yeah.
New owners. I think she said the new owners.
But I guess you just want to educate her, So yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
that.
and she asks, there are things that, you and I would pick up on and just make assumptions about, and those things do not occur to her. You have to be incredibly detailed and not mince any words if you want her to understand something. Oops, sorry, cat. Things like inferences and things that, you and I would like necessarily learn like a lesson from a story. It's just a straight out story to her. There's not necessarily a lesson to be learned. So those are the things that have been really hard to teach her. And, a really good example I give when she was younger, we, when she was learning like sounds and letters and things like that, she got to the part in her classroom and her teacher sent a note home. She finally had learned all the sounds to all the letters, like the individual sounds. And they were doing, I forget what chunks and hunks they call them now. So like she was learning like TH and CH and things like that. And she was just flat out mad because she had learned that T said and H said huh. And then they were trying to tell her now it makes this TH sound. And she was like, no.
Yeah.
You can't change the rules on me. You know what I mean? Like she had a rule and she learned it and that was it. So,
it's black and white.
Yes, very black and white. Now, as she's gotten older, she has gotten a lot better at making adjustments to rules, but we definitely have to give them more time.
For sure.
In Cleveland, they fix the roads that are in good shape because they have nothing else to do. I wondered that out on so Interstate 75 runs north and south through town here, and they widened it to 3 lanes, and it just never seemed to me like it really needed widened to 3 lanes. So I just don't quite understand that unless the trucking companies, had some lobbyists somewhere. Yes, it's definitely snack time. Crystal said she's back. She had to make a snack. It is snack time. Especially okay, so yeah, because Crystal's in what, Mountain Time or Pacific? Or not Pacific, was it? Yeah, it's Pacific. Is it Mountain or Pacific over in Las Vegas?
Where is she? I don't know.
But it's like it's almost 1:00 here. I'm like past lunchtime. I'm gonna have to go make a sandwich here in a little bit.
Well, we're gonna have to quit for sure the latest at noon because I gotta eat as well before the live thing.
And go to the bathroom.
I know.
Oh, yeah, she's in Pacific.
Drink lots of coffee before an auction live.
Time.
That'll be the ticket.
I know. I always get all wound up and I have to calm myself down. Like, I have to remember to breathe. When I do those shows, I don't know what it is, but I just forget to breathe. And I found myself like needing to take all these deep breaths when I was trying to talk on the show.
You
And
know,
I thought I must sound like I'm like so out of shape because I get talking and I don't breathe.
Yeah, I found that too. Like sometimes when I'm talking to people, I'm like, like I can tell like my breath is not shallow breathing or anything, but I can tell I'm just going and going, and it's like, like I'm not. I just know I need to stop,
Yeah.
and because I'm running out of air, basically.
I started the show yesterday and I said, okay, who's going to be in charge of reminding me to take a deep breath every once in a while?
Yeah, I know you were like, who said they were in charge? I'm like, well, I mean, I wasn't in here, but like, breathe,
Like
child.
somebody had to be in charge. Okay, Michael said, I don't know. I lived in Japan. They don't have any potholes. Unemployed people there are required to fix the streets, even if your only job is to hold a flashlight. Wow, that's nice. That's,
cool.
I mean, that's good for the people there, for sure. Okay, so now that we've been chatting and talking all the way through this, and I've got my box all taped up, I just found the rest of the stuff that was supposed to go in that box. So now I'm going to open it back up and add everything back.
What do you mean you just found it? Like, you mean you accidentally?
Well, I had started packing it in another box, but that box was too small. So I went and got a bigger box. And then I crammed it with a bunch of paper because there was all this space in there. Well, there was all that space in there because I got a bigger box because I needed to put everything in one box.
Breathe, breathe, breathe. That's funny.
Wait, where's Michael? Michael, where do you live now? Because you're in the States now, right? I think he's in. I don't know where he lives now that I just thought about that. I'm thinking East Coast, but I don't remember where.
My friend moved there. Her husband went on work. Like she just got married, so she went to be with him. And she had like kidney stones or something like that. So she ended up having to go to the hospital, and they wouldn't give her anything more than over-the-counter medications. So she was like struggling and suffering so bad. And I'm like, girl, come back to America. Would you agree the healthcare is better? She's like, hands down, but I can't leave my husband. I'm like, to hell you can't. Like, if you need to get some drugs and you need to get your mind right and your body right, get back here, get it done, and then go back. Like,
I wonder if she couldn't go to the military base.
I don't know if he's military.
Right, but I wonder if you're American, if you can't just go to the military base.
I don't know, but to me, it seemed like Japan's deal was they don't give narcotics or whatever. So she just wasn't. She wasn't healing, So
yeah,
needle point.
No, I've had kidney stones. That was 10 times worse than any childbirth I ever.
But I'm just like, if you're running into one health problem after another, and they're not giving you the care, the proper drugs that you need, go back to America where you know it's good, and leave your husband there. Like, it's not like you're breaking up. It's like your health is important.
Yeah. No,
you can't have a marriage. Yeah. They give you what you need, not what you want. Well, I mean, how do they know what you need? If you're in severe pain and they're giving you Tylenol and it's not working, then they're not giving you what you need. It's not like she's like an addict that's, off the street trying to get some pain pills. She's in the hospital for a procedure and surgery, and she's hurting. Like, yeah. So
yeah, and it is way harder to heal if you're in that much pain too.
Yeah.
Michael, he's in San Antonio. I did not sell the Hummel needlepoint pictures, and I don't know. Did I have one? I don't think I had two. Did I just have the one? I'd have to look and see. I think I just had one. I had them listed in eBay, but I have my eBay store. Oh, so like with all these sales, I had to put my eBay store on time away with like no sales so that I could catch up with all the whatnot stuff. So I have that. So my things don't show up. Let me check real quick. I don't think I did. Okay, I didn't sell, and it is Just the one picture. It's the round one. Let's see. It's this one here. It's the one that I have that's needlepoint. Okay, Michael says I got treated for cancer in Tokyo at a hospital and not a base. It's a lot cheaper and cancer free. That's awesome.
Well, congratulations on beating that.
Yeah, that is good to hear.
This is pretty, huh? This is one that came from Greg.
Yeah,
The necklace.
that must have been a heck of a shop that those came out of because there was some amazing stuff in there.
Yeah,
Even,
and then,
I mean, even beyond the jewelry, some of the figurines and things that he had.
but there's stuff like, this little
Yeah.
basketball jeweled earrings, so not everything
cute.
is like great quality, but
All right, now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with all this because I got extra paper for all this space, but now I found the stuff that's supposed to go in there.
I don't have another table to put my
Some of this
laptop
around the
on.
edges.
What am I going to put my laptop on?
Huh?
What am I going to put my laptop on? Oh my God.
Well, where is it at now?
It's over here on my desk, and over there is where I'm going to do the live. I might put it on this rolling cart right here,
Oh, that'd be good.
but it would be to my left. I guess I could like that. And I was thinking, okay, that whole table's full of bracelets, but when they want to shift to earrings, then I have to somehow scoop everything I've set up over here. So I'm not like, I'm going to get better at it at some point, but
Yeah, you just got to get through it and do it once and see how it goes.
thanks, Ken.
All right, see you, Ken.
Have a good one. Yeah, I don't know. The other good thing is you don't have to show your face on whatnot. So
No,
be like, no makeup, don't care. I'm gonna make,
I know.
I'm gonna make some money.
I think I've said hello like in person, like showing my face like twice.
Yeah.
And like if you're it's not like on YouTube where like even though we're live, like I can rewind and see what happened already. Like if people weren't there, they didn't see me and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
That's it.
it's so strange.
Okay, this is gonna be, I'm gonna mute my thing for just a second.
Now people can like if you're in the app, you can screen record. So if you like you want to record what you're buying, you can like hit this little record button and it'll record, for as long as you want, or you can record the whole show. But I've never recorded anything on there, so I don't know how well that works. But I think for buyers, because you can't rewind it and because there's not going to be a posted replay, like that was something that people were asking for. I know some people take screenshots of what they buy so they can remember what they bought.
Yeah.
Because like for me, if I put like junk drawer pick 1, you don't remember necessarily what you bought from me or what you picked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, go look at Whatnot. It's awesome. I love buying and selling there, by the way. But so they added that screen record feature so that like if you start bidding on something, you can go ahead and record it, and then that way if you forget to take a screenshot, you've recorded what you were bidding on.
Yeah, and I mean, if I try to do a screen record of my thing, I would totally run out of memory.
Yes, because I ran for 3 hours. There's no way. I don't think my phone would hold 3 hours of video.
Yeah. But Michael, make sure that if you do go, use Erin's referral so you can get, if you haven't signed up for Whatnot, you can get like $10
there's a link.
credit so you can shop. But then if you want to become a seller, which is a next level thing, contact her as well, because then you can get seller reference and it might get you in faster maybe.
It does get you in faster. Yeah, if you decide you want to sell.
I think mine just took over a week after I went through like the training and the application. That was like within 2 or 3 days. But
yeah,
after I did the training, it took over a week. And honestly, I think they just forgot. They forgot about me.
How many people were in your training?
It like 8 maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's about what ours was too. That happened to my husband. He bought a bunch of shirts and forgot everything he bought, and he's got a world's best mom shirt. He was like, "There's no way I bought this."
Well,
Yeah.
that was, yeah. See, and I could see people getting confused when they're selling because they don't really, when they go through the onboarding, they don't talk about that at all.
Mm-mm.
And
They do
they
not
also
give you
give
that kind of
false
information.
information. They're still giving incorrect information too, but
Yeah. Well, that's like, okay, I have this here that I forgot to stick in somebody's box. It's a little Precious Moments trinket box, and I have no idea who it belongs to.
and they may
And I
not
put
know
out,
who they bought it from.
like, nobody's contacted me. I put a story out on my page. I said, "Hey, I've got this. Did you know, is it yours?" Which those only stay up for 24 hours. So if they weren't following me, they wouldn't have seen it. The last 3 shows I've done, I've said, "Hey, I've got this trinket box. If you know who bought it or you know it's you, please contact me so I can send it to you." But I'm at a total loss because I didn't record any of those. I didn't screen grab every sale. So I don't know. So that is one of the pitfalls if you're selling things in like a pick 5 kind of a scenario. You know, you put up 5 items and you say pick one, and then the description of your item says junk drawer, pick one. I don't know what you picked. You know, I know that you picked one item, but so I packed up 10 boxes that day, and I was packing them and labeling them as I went along, but somehow this got kind of like scooted to the side, and I didn't find it till the end of the day. And then I was like, I have no idea who that belongs to. I don't remember who bid on it or who picked it, or, you know.
That's
So
why the next live I'm going to do it differently, and I'm just going to do like by numbers. I'm just going to do lot 1 or item 1, and then let it run it through whatever.
That's good.
Then,
That's good. Yeah.
Do like 100, and then just go one at a time. And then I'm just going to have spots for 1, 2, 3. So if someone, because what I understand is like if you bought 3 items from me, it'll say you bought item 4, 7, and 20. So I'll just go 4, 7, 20, collect them, and ship them. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Michael says I'm just restarting my resale stuff. Okay, I switched to comics. I am sourcing mode at the moment. Yeah, for sure. Pitfalls of moving and getting rid of the warehouse. Yeah, that can make a big difference if you're changing what you're selling and where you're storing it. For sure. That's like a whole big shift.
Yeah, and Rosie,
it doesn't tell you on each item. Yeah, okay, Rosie, so what happens is I'll go in and I sell what we call junk drawer. So basically I put like 5 items on the screen, and I'll say, okay, my item description says junk drawer, pick one. And so when the person's name comes up in my receipt, it says, you know, Stephanie bought junk drawer item pick one. And so if I didn't label that item with her name, I won't know what she bought. And in the case of this trinket box, it had a sticky note on it that said who bought it, but I took that sticky note off and I wrapped it, and I didn't get it in that person's box when I was packing. And so when I look it up, it, you know, everybody's orders say junk drawer pick one, number 1, junk drawer pick 2, pick 1, number 2. So they are numbered, but this item wasn't numbered. It just had a sticky note with somebody's name on it. Yeah. So that's one of the pitfalls of the way that I sell. Now, I did do one show where every item had a description, and that was the one where I was selling all of that uranium glass. And so each item I sold one at a time. And so those were very specific. So it would say Stephanie bought, you know, uranium juicer, uranium measuring cup, uranium cup and saucer. So things like that. So I would know, you know, exactly which items she bought, and I didn't have to put sticky notes on all of those. But this is a lot of work to prep ahead of time. And people come to my show, oddly enough, and ask, where's the junk drawer? I could be selling individual items like this beautiful Fenton glass, and people are like, where's the junk drawer? So they like it. I run it. It's, you know, it's little trinkety stuff and sells for a couple bucks. Actually, I gotta tell you guys, I had this little elephant, and I'm not kidding you. It was probably 2 inches tall. I might still have a video of it. And when you lifted its tail, its head and trunk would lift, and its ears were on hinges, and so the ears would flap back. And so if you moved it up and down, it wiggled around. It was really cute, but it was probably something that was bought, as a gift shop item wherever the folks that I went to their estate sale, they had traveled a lot. So that item I added into the junk drawer, and there were 2 people that really wanted it, and they ran it up to $51. This little teeny tiny, very primitively carved elephant. So it's like you never know. Like some items I was selling for $2 and $3. You ready to go?
I have to go. Yeah, I got to eat and stuff. So sorry. I didn't mean to
All
cut you
right.
off. You can finish it
No,
up,
that's
and
okay.
I'll see you soon.
We will see you on Whatnot.
Okay.
All right. If you guys haven't joined Whatnot, Gayle's link is in the description down below. And over on Whatnot, her screen name there is My Chunky Cat. So she doesn't have the small town picker over there. Yeah, that one was fun to watch. And we actually had a couple of really good bidding wars Sunday night, but that was the best one that we had. I couldn't believe it, but they really wanted. And even after I sold the item, they were all like, hey, can you hold that up to the screen? Like, we're going to take a screenshot and do a Google Lens and see if we can find some more of those. So I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, that one. So I have these little baskets, and like I'll put the people's names on them, and then whenever they win something, I'll put it in the basket. And if it's too big to fit in the basket, then I put a sticky note with their name like on the item. So that's that is one of the things that makes it difficult to deal with on over there on Whatnot, and who's got what when I'm packing and everything. So I try and just pack. Well, I don't try. I do. I pack just one person's items at a time, but even then, I still end up with random things that I missed. Unfortunately, that's the only one that I've missed that I keep looking to see if anybody's going to claim that. So I'm afraid this is going to sit here for quite a while until I figure out whose it is. All right, guys, I'm going to log off for today. We're going to join Gayle over on her first Whatnot sale and check out the jewelry that she has there. And if you have a social media that you don't mind sharing her sale on, that would be awesome too. Have a good week, you guys. We'll be back next week over on Gayle's YouTube channel. That is Small Town Picker. So we will see you then. Bye, guys.